Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to the brand new video. So we are going to start a new series which will be the food delivery app, where we are going to make this app from the scratch by using Flutter, and for the backend we are going to use is a Firebase. So on this series we are going to cover user authentication, how to integrate a payment gateway, order tracking, admin panel, and many more. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Now let's get started. So before we move to the code, let me show you how our awesome food delivery app will be look like at the end of this series and what we are going to make it from the scratch. Now one thing I am taking as a guarantee that this will be one of the most interesting series, and you will love this series because this is the awesome food delivery app that we are going to simply make it from the scratch. Now here you can see that this is the onboarding page, and here I have added the graphic image, and you can see that the headline of this app like the fastest food delivery, and I've added some of the text just below the headline that craving for something delicious, order now and get your favorites delivered fast. So this is the onboarding, or you can say a landing page of this awesome food delivery app, and just below this you can see a get started button. Now I click to this get started button, will directly move to the sign up page. So in the sign up page we are going to use a mail authentication. So by the mail authentication you will get to know that we are going to connect the Firebase with this awesome food delivery app. So this is the sign up page as you can see here, and this is the graphics that I've added. A food go. Now you will think that what is a food go? So food go is an app name that I've simply kept this app name, which is food go. Now here this is the sign up page, and we can navigate to the login page. So this is the sign up and login page. Now here I'm going to just sign up in the app. So I'll just use my name, which is Shivam Gupta. Now I'm going to use a random email ID. So I'll write random email ID, something like this. And here I'm going to just use a password, random password, and we'll click to the sign up button. And you will see that it will just take a few seconds to directly move to the app, and we have registered successfully and we have landed to the home page. Now this is the home page, and at the top you can see the our app name, order your favorite food, just a text that I've added, and this is the picture of the user that they have used to sign up in the app. This is the search bar where we can search for the respective food item, and here you can see that in this app I have tried to make something better, which is that we are going to show the different categories and the user can order the food according to the category they need. So it is a pizza, burger, cheese, Mexican. So these are the some categories I've added, and according to the category that the user going to select, we are going to see all the food related to that just below this category. So this is pizza, and we are going to see all the food related to the pizza. Now when I'll switch to the burger, you will see that all the food items just take a few seconds to show the food items in the app according to the category that the user going to select, right? So these were the some things. Now let's place an order and order this awesome cheeseburger. So let's order this cheeseburger. So this is the cheeseburger. Now here you can see that this is the image, and this is the cheeseburger, a $50, and this is the just about the food item. I know that it has written pizza, but you can change it accordingly. Now here I can select the quantity, like how much quantity I need to order for this cheeseburger. So when I'll increase the quantity, you can see that the total price will also increase. Now I click to this order now button. So before that, let's order a 2 cheeseburger, and let's click to this order now button, and it simply says add some money to your wallet. So here one more thing I want to show you, that like here it is a wallet section. Now in this wallet section we need to add some of the money so that we can order from our app wallet. Now let's add money to our wallet. So here you will see that let's add $200. So I click to this $200, and here we are going to add a Stripe payment gateway on this app. Yes, you are hearing it right. We are going to add a Stripe payment gateway, and this is the test card number that I'm going to pass over here. And once we have done this thing, now let's pass the year and the random CVC code, and we are going to just pay $200, and it will just take a few seconds to update the amount in the wallet. And so you can see that we are going to see all the transaction in the your transaction section with a date when we have added some of the money to our wallet. Now here you can see that there is also one button, add money. Now for an example, if I want to add a $20, so I'll click to this add money button, and here I'll just write a money and will click to this add button again, and again I'm going to just pay it through the Stripe payment gateway and a random year and the CVC code. Now we'll click to this pay button, and here it is done, and we have successfully added a $20, and the total amount that it is in our wallet is a $220. So this is the wallet page, and you can see that how really it looks good by managing all the complete thing, like showing all the transactions, how to add a money to the wallet. So these were the things that we are going to cover on this series. Now let's move back to the home page and let's place an order for this awesome cheeseburger. So I'll select the quantity to, we click to this order now button, and here yes you can see that order has been placed successfully. Now let's move back and check to the wallet. So here you can see that $100 has been successfully deducted from our wallet. Yeah, now here it is an, you can say, a order page, and in the order page we are going to see all the orders that we are going to do. Yeah, so here you can see that this is the address. Yeah, now this is the cheeseburger that I have ordered, the quantity, that the amount of quantity of the food items that I've ordered, how much I have paid, and what is the status. So we are also going to see the status of the order. So status is still pending. Now this will be changed from the admin panel. Yes, we are also going to make the admin panel. So this will be the complete food delivery app. Now this is the profile page. So in the profile page, the user can simply log out, they can delete their account, they can see their email name, etc., all the things. Now let's move back to the our which page. So let me show you the search bar first, then we'll move to the admin panel, right? So in the search food item, I'll search for specific food item like CH. Now if I'll write CH, so this is the advanced search, you can say that. So when we'll write CH, then it will going to show me all the food items that start with a letter CH. Yeah, so here you can see that this is the search feature we are going to add, and I can close this and will move back to the home page back again. Now let's switch to the admin panel and let me show you how the admin panel going to work. So this is the admin login page. Now what is an admin login page? Now in the admin login page, we are going to provide a unique username and the password to the admin, so that a random user can't simply enters the admin panel, like it will not make any sense. So we are going to provide a username and the password which will be the unique. So I'm going to just enter the username, which is Peter, and the password. Now I'm going to click to this login button and will directly move to the home admin page. And in the home admin page, you can see that the the admin can manage the orders, and they can also manage the users. So let's manage the order first. And here you can see that there are the two orders, and this is the order that have been placed by me that I've shown you. Now when I click to this delivered button, you can see that the order has been delivered, and it will be simply shown to the user side of the app. I will show you how it going to show the status over there. Yep. Now let's move to the manage user section, and here you can see that this is where we are going to see all the users, and we can remove any of the users or can give a ban to any of the users if they are misbehaving or something. Yeah, so yes, so these are some things that we are going to do. Now let's move back to the home page, I mean the user side of the app, so that I can show you what status have been shown once the food has been delivered. Yeah, so here we move back to the user side of the app. Now let's move to the order page, and here you can see that it simply update the status that the food has been delivered. Yeah, so these were some things that I want to simply taught you all. So this is the complete food delivery app that we are going to make it from the scratch. So hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss any of the awesome series that we are going to bring on this channel. So hit that subscribe button and be the part of this awesome Flutter family. Now let's get started. But before we move forward, I want to introduce you to app crafting. So this is a startup started by me. So if you are looking for the app for your business or resume, we are going to make a budget friendly app for you. You can simply fill this contact form and can send us the requirements to get an awesome app in both Play Store and App Store. you can find the link of the app crafting in the description box. Now let's move, and here let's develop this food delivery app from the scratch. Now you already know that if you have followed my channel, then I've already made a food delivery app on this channel before, but on this series there will be something new because as there are some latest updates on the Flutter, that while connecting to the Firebase there are some changes like for both Android and iOS. So I'm going to teach you how to connect the Android and iOS for both the side. And then one more thing I want to tell you, that when I made the last series of food delivery app, the Firebase storage was free and the users can simply use the Firebase storage and can add them in the app without upgrading to the Blaze plan. But if you have an idea, like if you have used a Firebase before, then you know that the Firebase have brought their new plan where the Firebase storage is not free and you need to upgrade to the Blaze plan to use the Firebase storage in the app. Yeah. So I was getting like many comments in my video, the last food delivery app that I have made, that Firebase storage is not free. So what should I do? So I thought let's make this new food delivery app series where I will also teach you how to connect Flutter with a Firebase with a new version of Flutter that I'm going to use on this series. Yeah. And secondly, I will not use a Firebase storage on this project. Yeah. So you can easily connect your app with a Firebase. You don't need to upgrade the Firebase to the Blaze plan. I'm telling you that in the starting of this series because you will again comment in the comment box that Firebase storage is not free, so why should I follow this series? So I'm telling you that again because I will not use a Firebase storage on this series. So it will be a complete series which will be free for you all to add a backend in this food delivery app, right? So this was the first thing. Now the second thing, the comments I used to get is what state management I'm going to use. So the state management I'm going to use is the inherited widgets and inherited model. So this is one of the best state management when you are making the app for the first time, and this will simply make your code really simple and clean. So we are going to write a clean code on this app. These were the some questions that I've simply cleared in the starting of the series, so that if you have any doubt in your mind, you can simply get an idea like what all things we are going to do on this series. Yeah. Now let's move, and here in the leaf folder, we'll simply create a new folder name which will be like onboarding. So first I'm going to create the onboarding page for our food delivery app. So I'll write onboarding.dart. So it simply create a new folder. Not, I need to remove this, sorry for that. Yeah. So I will create a new folder name of pages, and inside the pages folder I will create a new file name onboarding.dart, and inside the onboarding.dart first I'm going to import by using material.dart package. Yep. And here I will write a stateful widget name and will pass a page name which will be simply like onboarding. Yeah. Onboarding, something like this. Now here we can write a scaffold, a body, container, child, and a column. Yeah. And a children. Yeah. So here you can see that I've created the images folder. So you can also create an images folder and can paste the image you want in the images folder. Now if you want the asset that I'm going to use in complete food delivery app, then I will provide you the link in the description box. And if you need the source code, the link is also present in the description box. So both the things are ready, and if you want, you can simply get it from there. Yeah. Now here, once you have pasted all the image in the images folder, now to use the image, let's move to the perspec.ml file, and we need to call our images folder name. Yeah. So I'll just call our images folder name so that I can use all the image that I've saved in the images folder. Yeah. Now let's move to the onboarding, and here I'll use image.asset, and here I'm going to pass our images folder name and the image file name. So the image file name will be onboard.jpg. Yeah. Onboard.png. Sorry. Onboard.png. Now let's move to the onboarding page so that I can show you what all code I'm writing over there. So I'll just call our onboarding page from here, and this is the image, and you can see that there is a debug banner. You can remove this by just passing debug show check mode banner to false. Yeah, so it will remove the banner from here. Yeah, so this is clear. And now once we have shown the image, if you want you can pass the margin from the top. So I will write edge inset dot only from the top. Let's pass 40.0. Yeah, so this is the image that we are going to use. Now I'm going to also pass the color to our complete screen. So I'll write background color and we'll just pass colors dot white, something like this. Now once we have shown the image, now I can show the title of this app, like the fastest food delivery. Yeah, so I can write this. Yeah, so for that I will just do one thing, and here I will use a text widget. Now in the text widget I'm going to write a text that I just told you now, which is the fastest, and we'll use a slash n so that I can change the line, and we'll just write food triple O double O. Yeah, food delivery, yeah, something like this. Now here I'm going to pass a style to our text widget. Now here, as I've told you, the state management that we are going to use by handling the widgets. So here I will move to the leaf folder and will simply create a new folder name, which will be the service, and inside the service folder I will simply create a new file name, which is widget support dot dart. Yeah, so here I'm going to write all the supported widgets that we are going to use in our app. Yeah, so for that, the onboarding page is wrong, I just seen now. Yeah, so I can rename this just like this. So I'll just write onboarding, something like this. Yeah, so once it is done, yeah, so in the widget support.dart I will first create a class name, which will be the app widget, something like this, widget. And once we have wrote this thing, now here I'm going to pass like how we are going to use a style in the app. By the style I mean how the styling we are going to pass to our each text in the app. Yeah, so first I'm going to create a static, and in the static I will just write a text field. I think so, wait a second. Yeah, so first I'm going to pass a text style, so I'll just write a text style, and I'm going to pass like our function name, like what function name I need to simply pass over here. So the fastest food delivery is our headline of this app, so I'll just use like a function name headline text field style. Yeah, so this is just a function name I'm writing. If you want have a better name, or if you want to just pass a different function name, you can do that. It is just like to remember like how we are going to use a different text style in our app. Yeah, so I'll just return that and we'll just pass a text style, something like this. And in the text style I will just pass a color, which will be the colors dot black, and a font size. Let's pass the font size 25.0. We can change it later accordingly. Yeah, and we'll just pass a font weight, and we'll pass a font weight which will be the font weight dot bold. Yeah, and then I just need to do one thing. Yeah, I think it is okay. I don't need much more things for now. If then we'll see that. Yeah, and here I'll just pass a style, and you will see that by using this state management I just need to write our class name, which is app widget dot headline text field style. And you can see that by just passing a one line I can simply pass a style to my text widget. So this is the use of this state management to make your code really clean and very easy to remember, like how and what styling you have passed. Yeah, so I think so it is very clear why I've used this styling. And you can see that when I pass this styling, this is how it looks. I can change it from here accordingly. Yeah, something like this. I guess 28 is okay, or if you want we can pass 30. Yeah, now here what I'm going to do is first I'm going to pass a text align, and we'll just pass text align dot center to center the text. Yeah, so it is okay. Now I can pass a size box height 20.0. Yeah, something like this. I guess it is okay. Now once we have shown our headline of this onboarding page. Now here I'm going to pass some text, a free text, you can say that, to just explain like what really the app is. Yeah. So just add 2-3 lines over here to make it like more attractive for the viewers to engage with the app. Yeah. So here let me find some engaging line that we can add in our food delivery app. So now here I'm going to use a text widget to show that line, and I'll paste that. So this is what I paste, like craving something delicious, order now and get your favorites delivered fast. Yeah. So this is what we can show in our app, and here you can see this is the line. Now here I'm going to pass a styling again. So for the styling I will again move over here, and I'm going to copy this thing again, and I'll just change our function name. So it is just like a simple text field style, so I'll just pass a simple here. I just don't need in a bold form, so I'll remove this, and we'll also lower down the font size to up to 20. Yeah. Now I can pass this to our text widget, so I'll just pass a style f widget dot and simple text field style. Yeah. So if you want, you can lower down the font size, it is up to your choice, like how you can do. Yeah. Now here I'll just do one more thing, like here I just pass a text align, and we'll just pass a text align to center. Yeah. So this is what we can see, but the text are simply stuck to the left and right side of the screen, so it won't look good. So for that I will just do one thing here. I'm going to use a slash n. I hope that slash n will work over here. Yeah, it is working. So order now and get your favorites, and we'll use a slash n here again. Yeah, so it is okay. Now I can use a size box height. Let's pass up to 30.0. Yeah. So this is what we have passed, and yeah, it is okay. Now here I'm going to show one button, like button through which the user can press and can move to the our login and sign up page. Yeah. So that will be the get started button. So for that I'll just create one container, and in the container I'm going to pass a width. Now I won't pass a fixed width to this container, because I will also try my best to make this app highly responsive. So rather than passing a fixed width over here in the container, I will use a media query to make it responsive. So I'll write media query dot of context dot size dot width divide by 2, and I'll just pass a decoration, and in the decoration I'll just pass a box decoration. Color, I just need to pass a customized color code that I'm going to use over here. Yeah, so let me check that color code, because I don't remind that color code exactly like what it is. Yeah. So for that I just need to pass a color, and we'll write 0xff, and we'll paste that color code. Yeah, so this is the color code that I'm going to use. Now here what I'm going to do here, then I'm going to pass a style, not a style, sorry for that. I'll just write a child text, and in the text I'll just pass a get started text that I've told you, and in the style I'm going to pass the style. Yeah. So here rather than passing the thing by using a widget, I will just pass a text style, yeah, directly, because the color will be in the form of white. So I'll just pass the colors dot white. Font size, let's pass 20.0, and font weight will be bold. Yeah. So this is the text. Now I need to simply center this text to this container. So I'll wrap up with a center widget, and here I'm going to pass the height. Let's pass the height up to 50 or 60 is okay, I guess. Yeah, 60. Now I can pass a size box. Let's pass the size box height 20.0, so that there will be some space, and here I need to pass a border radius. So for the border radius I'll write border radius dot circular. Let's pass 20. Yeah. So this is the get started button that we have created, and by tapping to this button, as I've said, we directly move to the where a login and sign up page. Yeah. But before we move forward, I want to introduce you to app crafting. So this is a startup started by me. So if you are looking for the app for your business or resume, we are going to make a budget friendly app for you. You can simply fill this contact form and can send us the requirements to get an awesome app in both Play Store and App Store. You can find the link of the app crafting in the description box. So we'll create a login and sign up page, not now, maybe later. For the first, we need to create the main thing of our app, which is a home page. Yeah. So let's move to the pages folder and we'll simply create a new file name, which will home.dart. And again, I'm going to use the import material.dart, something like this. Yeah. And here I'll just write a stateful widget name and we'll going to pass our page name, which is home. Yeah. Now here I'm going to pass a scaffold, a body, container, child and a column. Yeah. Child and a column and a children. Yeah, something like this. So let's create the home page. Yeah. So for the home page, first I'm going to show the logo of our app. So I didn't tell you our app name. So our app name is Food Go. So yeah, Food Go. So this is the logo. You can see. I hope that you can see, but let me pass this so that it will be more clear for you. Yeah. So I'll just pass a row over here, and in the children I'm going to use image.asset again, and here I'm going to pass our images folder name and the logo.png, which is our file name. Yeah. So let's move to the home page so that I can show you what all code I'm writing over here. Yeah. So this is the home page, and we need to lower down our image size. So I'll just pass the height like up to 100, and height width will be also 100. Yeah. So here it is, and if you want you can increase the height and width, it's according to your choice. Yeah. Now here I'm going to pass a margin. So for the margin I'll just write margin as in set dot only. From the left let's pass 20.0. Yeah, something like this. Food Go. And here just below this I'm going to show the text. No, now so for the text I just need to wrap up with a column widget, something over here. So wrap up with a column widget, will pass a text widget here again. So use a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write like order your favorite 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 food, something like this. And here I'm going to pass a style. For the style I've used a app widget class again, dot a simple text field style. Yeah. So here it is, and let pass a fit box fit.cover. I hope that there is unknowing space that have been left on the image as I was telling you. Yeah. So for that I just need to lower down the height and width of the image, and for the width I think so we need to pass up to 120 or 180. Yeah, so this is what it looks. Rather than cover we can pass contain also. Yeah, so it is okay. Now here I pass a cross axis alignment dot start, something like this. Yeah, it's okay I guess. And we can pass a margin from the top so that I can see the things clearly. So this is what we have passed. I know that there is some space left accordingly, as you can see here, but for that what I'm going to do is that let me check if it works, then it will be great. Yeah, it is working. Yeah, so here you can see that now it looks good, and now the logo is also okay. And here you can see that our logo, which is Food Go, and the order your favorite food, which is just a random text that I passed. Yeah. So once we have passed this thing, now here I'm going to show the user image. So for the user image I need to download some random image, and we need to paste it in the images folder so that I can use that image. Yeah. So here you can see that I have pasted one image, which is boy.jpg, in the images folder. So I'm going to use this exact image. So I'll write image.asset and our images folder here again, and boy.jpg. Yeah. Now I'm going to pass the height. Let's pass the height up to 40, width 40, and again a fit box fit.cover. Yeah. So here you can see the image. Now if you want you can increase the height and width of an image accordingly. Yeah, it is too much. I don't need this too much. Yeah, I'll just pass 80 and 80. it's also too much. Let's pass 60. It's just like you change the height and width and can set the image size accordingly. Yeah, now I just need to pass the border radius to this image, so I'll just wrap up with a clip react widget, and here I'll just write a border radius, and the border radius dot circular, let's pass up to 10. Now here I'm going to tell you one more thing, like if you want to know more about the widgets that we are going to use on this app and we have also used in our previous series, then also the Dart programming, because this is the Dart programming that we are widely going to use while connecting the complete backend for this app. Then we have already made one video on this channel where I've taught you a complete Flutter beginner course where I've taught about each thing, like about a basic programming details that a Dart has, and also a widgets that we widely used while writing a code in the Flutter. So I will recommend you to follow that video because that will help you to simply clear all the basics regarding a Flutter. Yeah. So this was the recommendation that I want to pass you to all, so that you can get to know more about the widgets that we are going to use in this app. Yeah. So here I need to pass some space. So for the space, I'll just pass a main axis alignment dot space between, so that there will be a maximum space, and I need to also pass the margin from the right position. So rather than passing from here, I'll do one thing. Here I'll just wrap up with a padding, and in the padding I'll just pass dot only from the right. Let's pass 20.0, something like this. Yeah. So now it's look good, and here you can see the app name, random text for this app, like order your favorite food, and the user picture. Now here I'm going to show the search bar so that they can search for the respective like food they are looking for. Yeah, so for that here I'll just create one container, and in the container I just need to pass a child, a text field, so that they can enter the text or a food name that they are looking for. Now here I'm going to pass a decoration, a box decoration. Now the color, which will be the colors. So here I'm going to use a color code here again. So let me check that color code, like what color code it is, and I'll paste that color code over here. Yeah. So the color code we are going to use over here. So this is the color code that we are going to use. Now here you can see that text field that appears, and here I'm going to pass a size box so that there will be a space. So I'll pass the size box height 30.0, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to also pass a margin only from the right 20.0, something like this. So now it's look good, and here you can see that there is a line. I don't need this line in the text field, so you can remove that by passing decoration, input decoration, border, input border dot none. Yeah, so input border dot none, and it will remove this line from here. Now I'm going to provide the border radius to this container or text field. You can see that. So I'll write border radius dot circular. Let's pass up to 10. Yeah, 10 is okay, I guess. Yeah, it is okay. Now here what I'm going to do is that what I'm thinking that we can do something like this to make it more like attractive and user friendly. So for that I just need to do one thing. I will just wrap up with a row widget. So I will use a row widget, something like this. Yeah. So in the row widget I'll just pass one more container, and here I'm going to pass a child, and in the child I just pass an icon. The icon will be simply icons dot search, and in the search I'll just change the color of an icon to white. I will show you what thing I'm writing over here. So I'll write a decoration, a box decoration, so that first I can pass the color to this container. So the color will be the again color code. So let me check that color code. Yeah. So the color code we are going to use, first let me write the color 0xFF. Now the color code is ZEF2B39. So this is the color code that I'm going to pass. Now we can't see anything over here because there will be one error. Yeah, so here you can see that there is an error. Now the error simply says that there is a render box error. Now the text field doesn't know that how much space I should use to show that in the row widget. Yeah, So we need to simply tell that text widget to use as much space he has, then we can show that container. Yeah, so I'll just do one thing. I'll wrap up the container with the expanded widget. Yeah, and now you can see the thing which is a text field and the container. Now here what I'm going to do is that I'll just increase the size of the icon that we have passed to 30.0, and here I'm going to also pass a padding. So for the padding I'll just write padding agent set dot all, let's pass up to 5. Yeah, 5 is okay, or 8 is okay, I guess. Yeah, here so I will also pass a margin so that there will be a space only. From the right let's pass 10.0, something like this. Yeah, now I can pass a border radius, so I'll write border radius dot circular, let's pass up to 10. Yeah, so this is the search icon that we have passed. Yeah, so once we have done this thing, I just need to write one more thing, which is a cross axis alignment dot start, so that it will be completely aligned with this text field. Yeah, now here what I'm going to do is that then I'm going to pass a hint style. So not a hint style, a hint text. So I'll just need to pass a hint text, something like this, and here I'll just write a search. So I need to use this and search. Yeah, we can pass a padding agent set dot only. From the left let's pass 10.0. Yeah, so search your item, search your favorite food item, search your favorite food item, something like this. Yeah, it is okay. Or we can also write search food item. Yeah, rather than writing a big sentence, we can write a search food item in this text field. Yeah, here after the search bar I want to show the categories. So in the categories what I'm planning to do, that here I will just show like all category will be the first category, then you can say that in the all we are going to show all the food, and then the category will be pizza, burger, Mexican, or I think so I've added a Chinese. Yeah, so here you can see that there is some images as I've added in the images folder. Here you can see that there is Chinese, tacos. So you know that if you have eaten a taco, I hope that I'm pronounced correctly. So if you have eaten a tacos, then it is a Mexican food. So I will simply show the Mexican by using this image. Yeah, so these are the some image that we are going to show in our category section. Yeah, so let's move here. But before that, here in the leaf folder I will create one more new folder which will be the model. Now in the model, now I'm creating the model is because as you know that the categories will be shown in the form of horizontal direction, and the user can simply scroll the different categories and can select the categories according to their need. So that's why I've created a model, and in this model I'm going to save the image and the name. Yeah, so these are the two things that we need. So for that I will simply create a new file in the model, and here I'll just write like a category model. Yeah, category model dot, and here I'm going to create one class which is a category model, something like this. Yeah, now here as I've told you we are going to get the image of that category. So I'll first store the image, then I'm going to pass the string, and then I'm going to pass the name of the category. So these are the two things we are needed. Yeah, so now I'll just write a category model, and we are going to just call all this that I have just written. Yeah, so we'll write this dot image and this dot name, something like this, and we just need to pass a required function, something like this. Now once we have written all this thing, now let's back move to the service folder, and we'll simply create a new file, and in this new file I'm going to do one thing, like let me show you. So here I'm going to create one file which is a category data. So I'll just write category data.dart, and in the category data.dart I'm going to store all the categories, image and the name one by one in the list. Yeah, I hope it is easy. Yeah, so I'll write list. So I'll just create a simple list, and here I'm going to call a category model that we have created. Yeah, so I'll just write category model, and here I'll just write a get categories. Yeah, so this is our function name, which is a get categories. I hope that spelling is correct. See, yeah, it is. Now let's move, and here I'll just write one thing. So let me call the get category model something like this. Yeah, so here you can see that I've simply get the model, which is a category model, and here it is a function name, which is a get categories. Now here I'll create one more list, which will be the category model, and here I'm going to create a category which will be the empty list, and in this empty list I'm going to store the image and the name one by one. So I'll just create a category model. A category model is equals to new category model, something like this. Category model. I hope that it is correct. Okay, so there is one problem. We have passed this like we are storing the image and the name, but this function usually work when you are calling the data from an API. But as we are not getting the data from the API, we are just getting the data that have been stored locally. I mean that the image and the name are stored locally. We don't need to get the data from the API. So I'll just remove this. I don't need this case over here. So I'll remove this and we'll just pass a null check. Yeah. And here I'll just pass a category model, something like this. Yeah. Now here I'll just write a category model dot, and here I'll just pass a name. Here you can see the name we get, and here the first one will be the pizza. So I'll just write pizza. Yeah. Then I'm going to pass the image. So I'll just write category model dot image, and here I'm going to pass the images folder name and the image file name. So this is the image that I'm going to use, which is pizza.png. So I'll just write pizza.png. Now when you are writing the file name, now make sure that it should be exact what you are writing over here. Any mismatch will create a problem. Yeah. So I'll just write category.add, and now we are going to add this in the categories list. I hope it is clear. It is very easy to understand. Like first we are getting the name of the category, then we are getting the image, then we are adding in the category list. So that's why I've written category.add over here, and we'll just need to pass a category model, something like this. Now once we have wrote this thing, now I'll just need to write category model is equals to new category model, something like this. Yeah. So this is the first thing that we have passed. Now we can pass our second thing, which is like of adding our second category, which is a burger. So I'll just write a burger, and here I'll just pass the let's pass the burger, something like this. Yeah, so this is the image that we have passed. Now we need to copy this thing, and we are going to simply paste our third category, which is like a Chinese. So I'll write Chinese. Yeah. And here I'm going to pass this image, which is Chinese.png. So I'll just write Chinese.png, something like this. Yeah. Now once we have written this two thing, now the fourth one will be the Mexican, the tacos, but which I have told you. Yeah, so the Mexican, and here I'm going to just pass our image, or you can say a file name, which is tacos.png. Now once we have done all this thing, now we are going to simply return the category that we have passed. Yeah, so this is how we can store all the data in the categories list. Yeah, so this is the state management. We are handling the case by using a state management. Yeah, now there will be a one more process, like you just create a list view and try to store all the things one by one. That will be like make your code really long, and it is very complex to understand. So that's why I use this state management to make the thing really simple for you all to understand. I hope it is clear. Now let's move back to our home page, and we are going to call the thing that we have written. So here in the home page, first I'm going to create a list here again, and we are going to get all the data that we have saved in the categories list. I hope it is clear, because it is very easy to understand. Yeah. And if you have any doubt, you can DM me on my Instagram ID and I will try to give you a quick reply there. Yeah, so here I have written one categories list, and in the categories list I'm going to also pass a bool which will be the loading state. I think so we don't need a loading state over here, because as I've told you, we are not getting the data from the API. The data is already stored in our system or in the app. Yeah, so we don't need a loading thing over here. So what we are going to do is, here first I'm going to write a init state, and the init state I'm going to get all the categories first. So I'll just write a categories, something like this. So uh, categories, the spelling is wrong as it is. Yeah, so here I'll just write categories is equals to get categories. Yeah, so I'm just storing all the data from the get categories function in our categories list. I hope it is very simple. Yeah, so easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, now let's move, and here now I'm going to use a list view dot builder to show all the data. So what I'm going to do here, just outside the row widget. Yeah, so here I'll just write one container. Now we can also, let me show you one thing. Yeah, so I'll just write a list view dot builder. Now you will think that why I'm using a container. So let me show you why I'm using the container, like why I'm wrapping up the list view with a container. So let me use a case, like let me use the list view dot builder first, then I will show you what error you will get if you don't use a container. Yeah, so I'll just use a list view dot builder, and in the item builder I'll just pass a context and an index. Now in the context index, what I'm going to do here, first I'm going to pass a sync and wrap. Yeah, so sync and wrap is a necessary thing. Yeah, so I'll just pass sync and wrap to true, and in the item builder I just need to pass a return, and in the return I just need to pass a category tile. Now what is a category tile? So I will create one stateless widget where we are going to show the category tile, like how we want to show the category in the home page. So for that I'll just need to create a stateless widget. Yeah, so let's move and create a stateless widget over here. So I'll just create one stateless widget. Now stateless widget. Now here I was thinking to use a stateless widget, but I just remind that I want to use a set state. So in the stateless widget, we can't use a set state. So I'm going to use a stateful widget rather than a stateless widget, because I need a set state in the future. I will show you where I'm going to use a stateful widget. So these are the two things keep in mind, like a difference between a stateless widget and a stateful widget. Yeah. So here I'm going to create one stateful widget, which will be the category tile, as I told you. So I'll just create one category tile, and here I'm going to pass like first the name of the category and the image. So these are the two things that I've told you that we need to simply get over here. And I'll just write category tile something like this, and we'll pass this dot image, this dot name, something like this, and we just need to pass a required function, something like this. And once we have written this code, now I can write a scaffold and a body container. Let's remove the scaffold. I just need to write a container. Yeah, and here I'm going to just create a child, not a create, I write a child, a row, a children, and in the children what I'm going to do, first pass a decoration, a box decoration, and I'm going to pass the color to our container. So what color I'm going to use? So I'm going to use this color. So for that, yeah, so let me copy this color, and we are going to paste it something over here. Yeah, so this is what we have done, and here I'm going to do one thing, like, yeah, so first I'm going to pass image.asset, and here I'm going to just write our widget dot image. Yeah, so the image that we have passed, and we are going to get the image over here. I just need to pass the height and width of an image up to 50 and 50, and we'll just pass a fit box fit dot cover. Yeah, so these are the things that we have passed. Now I'm going to use a text widget, and in the text widget what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show the name. So for the name, I'll just write widget.name as it is, and here I'm going to need to pass a style to our text widget. So let's move to the widget support.dart, and here I'm going to create one more function, and for that yeah, so I'll copy this, paste it over here, and here I'm going to create one white text field style, and here I'll just change the color to white, and font weight will be just bold. Yeah, so font weight will be font weight dot bold. So here in the widget support, you can write all the necessary function or styling that you want to simply pass over here. Yeah, so here I'll just write a style app widget dot, and here I'll just pass a white text field style. So these are the few things that we need to pass. Now once we have passed this thing, now I can pass a category tile, and in the category tile we need to pass an image. So for the image, I'll just write a categories, and here what I'm going to do is that I will just write a index. I hope that I haven't passed an item count till now, so I need to pass an item count, and in the item count I'll just write categories dot length. So these are the three things, and a scroll direction will be axis dot horizontal, so that I can scroll it like in the horizontal way. So I'll just pass axis dot horizontal, something like this, and now I can pass dot image to the image, and the name to the name. Yeah, so I'll just write categories index dot name, something like this. Yeah, so these are the two things that we need to pass over here. Now once we have shown the list view builder, now when I'll save all the file, so let me save all the file from here. So I'll save all the file, and you will see that there will be an error. Yeah, so let me open the debug console for you all, and we'll hot restart the app, and you will see that there is a error. So this was the error that I was telling about. So this is a render box error, and you can see that how the widgets get overlap with one over the another. So that was the thing I was telling about. Like list view is the you can say a widget which acts like a good student, and he just need to know like how much space I should use to show the our all the categories in the app. So being a good teacher, I need to suggest a good student to use how much space. So for that, I'll just wrap up with a container, and here I'll just tell a list view to use that much space, and list view will use that much space only. Yeah, so for that I'll use the height, and I'll just pass the height 80. So now you can see the categories. So this is what I was telling about, like a difference if you don't use a container, and a difference if you just pass a list view dot builder just like it is. Yeah, so you can see that error. So this was the thing I was telling about. So I'll just pass the size box height 20.0 to pass the enough space, and you can see that all the categories have been stuck with each other. So for that I just need to do one thing. I'll just pass margin edge inset dot only from the right 20.0, and we'll give some space. I think so the height is too much, and there are some more thing I need to do. First I need to pass the padding from the only left 10.0, from the right 10.0, something like this. If you want you can pass something more like this. I hope it is okay. And I need to decrease down the height, something like this or this. Yeah, it is okay. Now here what I'm going to do, I need to also pass the size box with 10.0, something like this. Yeah, now does the image height and width is okay? If not, we can decrease it. It's up to your choice. Now here I'll just do one thing, like here I need to pass a border radius so that it will look good. So I'll write border radius dot circular 10. Yeah, so this is what we have passed, 10 or 30 I guess, a complete circular structure. Yeah, so here you can see the pizza, burger, Chinese and Mexican. So these are the 4 categories I've added, but if you want to add something more you can do it. It's up to your choice. Yeah, so this is how we can show the pizza, burger and all. Yeah, now what I'm going to do is that yeah, so here you can see that if I'll select any of the category, I need to show in the elevated form and the other categories in the normal form, so that the user can know that which category he have selected. We can't show all the categories in the same color and the same style, because it will not make any sense when the user will click to any of the category. So what I'm going to do is that, so in the list view builder, you can see that the each category is been shown has some indexing, right? So through the index, we are passing the image and the name. So I need to get an index like which category I have tapped. Like if I have tapped pizza, burger, Chinese or Mexican. Yeah. So I need to keep a track. So for that, I'll just move here and I'll just create one category index. Yeah. So in the category index, I'll just pass this dot category index. So first I'm getting the index like of the category that I'm going to track. So I'll just write category index and I'm going to simply pass the index dot to string, something like this. Now once we have passed this thing, now I'm going to create one int and we'll just write int track is equals to 0. Yeah. So once we have passed 0 here, and what I'm going to do is that you can wrap up the container with a gesture detector, and in the onTap method, I'll just write track is equals to index. Yeah. So I'll just write widget dot index dot to string. Yeah. So not an index, a category index. Sorry for that. I'll just write a category index dot to string. Yeah. So these are the thing that we have passed. So I think so why we have passed outside this, I'll just need to cut it from here and we are going to paste it something over here. Yeah. So this is the thing, and I'll just pass a track over here. Yeah. And here the use of the set state that I was telling you about. Yeah. So the string can't be assigned to the variable type int. So I just need to change it to the string. Yeah. And here I'll just pass in the double method comma. Yeah. And here I'm going to pass a set state to update a track once we get the data like which all category I have pressed. Now once the track is equals to the index, so I just need to write like track is equals to the widget dot category index is true. Like once the data has been matched, then we are going to show the category on this color, and if it doesn't, then I'll just need to create one more container, and in the container I just need to pass a decoration, a box decoration, a color, and the color that I'm going to use is the different color. So the color will be like, we can pass this color, something like this. Yeah. So for that I need to copy that color code. So let me find that color code first. So where is that color code? Yeah. So this is the color code that we can pass, and we are going to pass it something over here. Yeah. And once we have passed this color code, now here I'll just need to use a child here again, and a row and a children. Yeah. Now here I'm going to copy the thing again. So I'll copy this and we are going to paste it something over here, and we just need to change the color of our text to simple text field style. I guess it is okay. Yeah. So here you can see that after changing this, we are getting this data. Now the margin edge inset dot only from the right, let's pass 20.0. So here you can see this, and we can also pass a padding. So we can pass padding edge inset dot only from the left 10.0, from the right 10.0. Yeah. So this is the enough padding that we can pass. I guess 20 and 20 will be okay. Yeah. Now I can also pass a border radius to this container. So I'll write border radius dot circular, and let's pass 10. Yeah. 10, 30. Yeah. So this is how we can see that, and now you can see that it simply shows that the pizza has been selected, and because by default when the user will open the app, the first category will be selected and then the food items will be shown over here. So let me show you what it will happen when I'll tap to this burger image. So once I tap to this burger image, here you can see that burger change color has also been changed, but the pizza color is still red. Now here I'll select to Chinese, and here you can see that Chinese color is also turns to red, but the other categories color has not been changed to the non-selected one. Yeah, so for that I need to do one thing over here. So there is one thing, like when I'll tap to the any of the category, the previous one don't change to the normal form. So this is not the way that we are going to show the categories. So what I'm going to do is that I've thought about it, like how we can print and we can manage the track. But the thing is that we have written all the code in the stateful widget, but the stateful widget will won't update the track because the home is another stateful widget and the category is another stateful widget. So the thing is won't work over here. So what I'm going to do here is that I just create one widget, and in the widget I'll just create one widget name which will be the category type. Now in the category type I'll just pass a string and a name and the image. So now you can see that there is a difference between using a stateful widget and a writing a widget inside the stateful widget. I hope it is clear, you are not getting confused. Yeah, so now I will show that how it will going to work. So I'll just return this, and what I'm going to do, I'll just cut the track from here and we are going to paste it something over here. And what I'm going to do is that here I'll just copy this complete gesture detector from here. I'll just cut it down and we are going to paste it something over here. I hope it is clear. So I'll just give some space as it is, and here it is done. I'll just remove this stateless widget because we don't need stateful widget, because we don't need anything more from it. Yeah, and here I'll just need to do one thing, like here I'll just pass a string name, image, and a category index. Yeah, so the category index, we need to also pass category index. Yeah, so these are the some things. And it says that by widget, so we'll remove this, and here I'll just remove this here again, and now it is going to work. So let me show you this thing. Yeah, so this is, yeah, so these are the three things. Yeah, so once you edit all this, now here you can see that we have created a widget. Now I'll show you how the thing going to work. So in the category tile, we just need to pass the image, name, and the index. Yeah, so for that I just pass like categories. The first one is name, so I'll just write index dot name. Yeah, the second thing is index, sorry, not index, image, so I'll just write index dot image. Yeah, and the last one is index, so I'll write index dot to string. Yeah, so these are the few things, and here you can see that now what I'm going to do, now I'll simply hot restart the app, and now I'll click to this, and here you can see that the previous category has been back to the normal form, and it will simply show that the category that I have selected. So this is the magic, you can say the magic, because I have shown you the difference. Like by using a stateful widget, we can't get a category in the normal form, but using the widget we are going to get all the categories, and this is we are going to do that by using a list view dot builder. Yeah, but before we move forward, I want to introduce you to app crafting. So this is a startup started by me. So if you are looking for the app for your business or resume, we are going to make a budget friendly app for you. You can simply fill this contact form and can send us the requirements to get an awesome app in both Play Store and App Store. You can find the link of the app crafting in the description box. So hit that like button if you like my idea, like how to show the categories and all by using a list view builder. And I know that you learned many things about a list view builder and how to use our categories in the app. Yeah. So hit that like button and show your support, and hit that subscribe button also, because I am noticing that while many of you are loving our videos but haven't hit that subscribe button yet. So show your support by hitting that subscribe button and be the part of this awesome Flutter family. Both the like and subscribe button are totally free. So just don't waste this opportunity. So hit that like and subscribe button, and I hope that you have done it. Now let's move forward, and here I'm going to do some more thing, like I will show the categories in the much elevated form, so it will look good, I guess. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'll just wrap up the container with a widget, which will be the material widget, and in the material widget I'll just pass the elevation 3.0, which will be enough, and I need to copy the border radius, and I'm going to paste it something over here. Yeah, so this is the thing that we need to do, but here you can see that there is a thing. So what I'm going to do, I'll just wrap up with a container, and in the container I'll just cut the margin from here, and I'm going to paste it something over here. So this is how we can show this, and you will see that there is the problem. So I'll just pass bottom 10.0. It's lower down the size. So what I'm going to do is that, let me show you first. I'll just increase the height, and now I'm going to just pass the padding from the bottom. Yeah, so 10.0 is okay, and now it's look good, I guess. And we can also pass the margin here also. So from the margin we can pass the bottom 10.0. Yeah, so now it's look good, and you can see that the category that we are going to show will be shown in the elevated form, and it will simply highlight that the user have selected the with specific category. I hope it is clear. Now let's move, and we are going to show all the food items that the user going to see once they select the category. So let's move to the model, and we are going to create our new file, which is a pizza model. So I'll just write a pizza model.dart, and here I'll just import the package by using material.dart, and here I'll just write a stateful widget name, which will be the like a, sorry, why I'm writing a statement, sorry for that. Yeah, sometime it happens. So I'll just write a class name, which will be the pizza model. So I'll just write a pizza model something like this, and here I'm going to just pass a string, which will be the name and the image. So I'll just pass a string name and the image something like this, and we are going to also pass a null check. Yeah, so these are the things that we have passed, and here in the service I'll just create a new file, which will be the pizza data.dart. Yeah, so I'll write data.dart. Yeah, and here I'm going to simply create all the things that we have done for the category model. So I'll just create one list over here. So for that I'll just write list. So these are the same process that we have done for the categories model. We just need to store the pizza and the name of the pizza one by one on this list. So here you can see that I have stored two images here, which is this image and this image. So I'll just add two categories for now, not a category, a pizza for now. But if you want, you can add some more options of a pizza, so that the user can order a different pizzas by using this app, so they will get a different varieties. So I will create a list, and again I'm going to call a pizza model, and here I'm going to just pass get pizza. Yeah, get pizza, and here I'll just need to call this model that we have written, and once we do this I'll just create a list, which will be the pizza model, and here I'm going to just write a pizza, which is our category name. So I'll just write a pizza, and not a category name, a empty list we have created, and here I'll just write a category a pizza model is equals to new pizza model, something like this. Now once we have written this thing, now I'm going to store all the what I'm going to store. Why I'm writing a category model again and again. Yeah, so I'll let pizza model dot name, and here I'm going to store our first pizza name. So let me find the pizza name first. I don't exactly remind the pizza name. So let's write a random name. Let's write cheese pizza. Yeah, cheese pizza. Yep. And here I'm going to store the image. So I'll write pizza model dot image, and I'll just write images and a image file name, which is pizza1.jpg, something like this. And then I'm going to add that. So I'll just write pizza dot add, and here I'll just pass a pizza model, something like this, and then I'm going to create a pizza model is equals to new pizza model. So I'll empty that once I store to the list. Yeah, so let me add some more variety of pizzas over here. So I'll just write pizza2.jpg. Yeah, and so I'll paste the name, which is Margherita pizza, as you can see here, and the image file name, which is pizza2.jpg. So these are the some categories. You can just not a category, a variety. Why I'm telling category again? Yeah, so this is the variety of pizza that you can paste it over here. Yeah, so I've just paste two pizzas for now, but if you want you can paste it more. Yeah, so I'll just return it this, then I'll just write a return function and I'll just pass that to the thing. Yeah, so this is how we have written what is Flutter Foundation. So remove this. Yeah, and here in the home I'll just create one more list, and in the list I'll just write a pizza model, something like this, and we'll just write pizza, and here I'll just pass empty list. Yeah, so I'll just write pizza is equals to get pizza. Yeah, so these are the thing that we have written, and I'll just close this, and here I'm going to do one thing. Here I'll not use a list view because I want to show the pizza in the grid view form. So for the grid view I'll just create one grid view dot builder. So I'll just write grid view dot builder, something like this, and there are the some things that we need to pass in the grid view. Yeah, so for the grid view I just need to pass a grid delegate, and in the grid delegate I'll just write sliver. Yes, sliver grid delegate fixed cross axis count, and in the cross axis count I just need to show that two, you can say a container just in the horizontal direction. So I'll pass a cross axis, which is this position. So cross axis count will be 2. Child aspect ratio we can pass up to 0.6. We can change it later. I'm just writing it normally. So I'll just pass mean axis spacing, not an extent, spacing, which will be up to 10.0. So main axis spacing is this spacing, and then the cross axis spacing. So cross axis spacing will be also 10.0. So these are the few things that we need to pass, and here we need to do one more thing, like in the item builder, the same thing that we need to write, which is a context index. So the context index, something like this. Yeah, so once we have passed a context index here, and we need to also pass the item count, the most important thing, so which is pizza dot length. Yeah, so here I need to pass like how I want to show the, so here you can see that we have passed a category tag. So I create one more widget. So for the widget I'll just write widget like this, and here I'm going to create one, you can say what, food category, food item, food type, food type, let's pass food type, and here I'm going to pass a string name, string image. Oh, there is one more thing that we have left, because there are the few things. So we haven't passed a price till now, because the how the user will buy the pizza if they don't know the price. So we need to also pass a price, the most important thing. So I'll just pass a price in the pizza model. Yeah, so for the price I'll just pass like this, and here I just need to pass a price. So I'll just write pizza model dot price, and in the price I'll just pass like $50, and I'll just write pizza model dot price again, and I'm going to pass like $80. Yeah, so these are the two price that we have passed, and here I just need to also pass string and one more for the price. Yeah, so these are the few things that we needed. Yeah, so I just need to return this. So I'll just write return, and here I'm going to create one container, and in the container what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to create a child, a column, and a children, and in the children first I'm going to show the image. So for the image, now as you can see that I have changed the image, like the JPG image has been added over here, but I've changed it to the PNG image because PNG image will look more cool because it don't have any background and all. So that's why I've changed it to the PNG image. Now here where you have shown the pizza image, you can simply change it to the PNG format so that it will look good, I guess. Yeah, so the pizza1.png and pizza2.png, so these are the two things that we have added in our pizza list, or you can say a get pizza function. Now here where we have added all the things, now as I have told you that in when we are using the grid view, let's move back to the home page, and where we are adding the grid view, you can see that one widget is getting overlap with each another, because the reason behind this is we have used a grid view, and the grid view is also going to act as a good student, and he don't know that how much space should I use to show my a complete list in the screen. So that's why we need to again wrap up our grid view with the container again. But before that, in the food tile, let's show how we want to show our food item in the home page. Then I'm going to wrap up with a container. Yeah, so first in the column widget I will just pass something like this. So what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to just write a container, and in the container what I'm going to do is first I'm going to pass the image of the food item. So I'll write image.asset, and here I'm going to just write images. I'll call the all the thing later, but before that let me make the simple UI. Yeah, so here I'll write images, and I'll just write pizza1.png. Yeah, pizza1.png, and once we have shown the image, I can simply pass the height and width to my image. Let's pass 100. Let's pass the width 100 and a fit box fit dot cover. Yeah, something like this. Now once we have passed this thing, now what I'm going to do here after the container, uh, I think so we don't need a specific container over here, because without the container also the thing going to work. Yeah, so now once we have shown the image, now I'm going to show the name of that food item. So I'll just write a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write like a cheese pizza, something like this, and cheese pizza, cheese pizza. And here I'm going to just pass styling, so I'll pass the styling later. And here I'm going to just use a text widget here again, just to show the price of an food item. So I'll just use a dollar sign and a $40. Yeah, now let me call the food tile over here. So I'll just write like this. So I'll just return this, and I'll just call our food tile, which is our widget, and in the name, as you know that we just need to write like pizza index dot, and here is name, so we need to just pass a name, something like this. Then we need to pass the image, so I'll just write pizza index dot image, and then we need to just pass the price. So these are the few things that we need to do. So I'll just write pizza index dot price. Yeah, something like this. So these are the three things that we have passed. Now as I've told you, now we need to wrap up the grid view with a container, and I'm going to pass the height. Let's pass the height by using media query. You know that media query is something that make your app highly responsive, so that's why I'm using a media query. So media query dot of context dot size dot height divided by 2. Yeah, so now you can see that we can see the products over here. Yeah, but let's change the thing. So here I'm going to just pass the image, something like this. Yeah, now let me hot restart the app completely. So here you can see that this is the image. I can increase the height of an image because it will look good, I guess. Yeah, so I'll just increase the height up to this much, and we'll just pass fill rather than cover. Yeah, or we can also pass contain will also look good. Yeah, so this is how we can show our pizza. But here are some more thing, like first I need to pass a styling to my text widget. So let me see that if any styling will fit over here, otherwise we'll create something new. I don't think so anything will fit over here, so I'll copy this and I'm going to paste it something over here. And what I'm going to do is that here Wait a second. Yeah, so I'll just write a static text style, and I need a text in a bold form, so I'll write bold text field style text field style, something like this. And here I'm going to just pass the styling, so I'll just return, and here I'm going to just pass a text style. And in the text style I just need to first pass the color, which will be the colors dot black font size, let's pass font size 20.0, and font weight, let's pass font weight dot bold, something like this. Yeah, now I can use this styling to the text widget that we have shown. So for that I'll just move back to the home page, and here I'll just pass the styling by using app widget class. So I'll write app widget dot bold text field style. Yeah, so this is how we can show our name, and I'll just change it to name, something like this. Yeah, so that we can see the name of the pizzas. Yeah, and here I'm going to just pass the price. So for the price I'll just write app widget dot simple text field style. Okay, or we can pass like, what I'm thinking that let's make it more creative. uh, what we can do is that let's pass bold text field style itself. Yeah, or you can create some more thing, like in the widget support we can create one more static widget like this. And for the price I can simply change the color, so I'll just change the black to different shade. Yeah, and we can also increase the size of an text. So here I'll just change it to like app widget dot price text field style. Nah, it won't look good. Yeah, so for that I just need to change this, so I just need to change it directly from here. So I'll just increase the shade, I guess this color is okay. And here I'll just change the thing. What I'm going to do is that here where we have passed the column widget, I'll just write cross axis alignment dot start. Yeah, so here you can see that all the thing are have been aligned to the left side. Yeah, now one more thing, let's pass the decoration, a box decoration. And here I'm going to just pass a border, so I'll write border dot all, the color which will be the colors dot black, and let's pass 38. Yeah, so it's too much, I guess I don't need this too much. Yeah, so I need to also pass a padding. I can center this thing, so I'll wrap up with a center widget. And here I can just pass padding edge insert dot only from the left 10.0. Yeah, it is okay. Or we can also pass from the top, let's pass 10.0. Yeah, it is okay, I guess. The height is too much, I don't need this much height. Maybe we can decrease it directly from here. So what I'm going to do, let's pass the height up to 50. 50 will be like too less. Yeah, so I'll just pass 120. I need to use a media query, so media query dot of context dot size dot height divide by 3. I guess it is okay. Yeah, 3, I guess 2 is itself okay. Yeah, let me add some more thing over here. So I'll need to just copy this one, and I'm going to paste it again, so that there will be some more items we can show over here. And we'll hot restart the app again, and now we can see the complete thing. Yeah, but for that I just need to pass something like this, or divide by 1 point. We can use a expanded widget also. Let me check if we can use a expanded widget. Let's see if it work or not. Yeah, it is working. It is working, and it's also look good. Yeah, so we need to also pass the margin from the right position. So write margin edge insert dot only. Right, let's pass 20.0. Yeah. So as you can see their height, but I can simply change the height of this container because I don't need in this much form. So I'll just change it to 0.9, so it will too less. 0.7 7 is okay, I guess, because I need to show one more thing over here to directly move to the detail page. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to pass the padding to 0 because there is unknown space or dead space, as you can see here. So here I'll just pass a padding, and again we'll just pass edge inset dot only, and we'll change it to 0. Yeah, so that there will be not any unknown space. And now I can use a size box height 10.0. Yeah, so now it's look good. Now here again what I'm going to do is that first uh, let me do one thing. Like here I can change it to price, so I'll just change to plus price, something like this. Yeah, now here I'll just do one thing. I'll just create one container, and in the container I'll just use a decoration, a box decoration. Now here I'm going to just pass the color, so the color will be this color here again. So I'll copy this color, and I'm going to pass it something over here. Now here in the container, then I'm going to just pass the child icon, icons dot arrow forward. Yeah, something like this. Now the color, we can simply set the colors dot white, like this. And once we have shown this thing, let me pass the size box height. Let's pass 20.0 is okay. And here what I'm going to do, I don't think so row widget will work over here. To simply push this, let me test this if it going to work. Yeah, it is working. Yeah, it's great, it is working. Yeah, so now I'm going to simply pass the height. Let's pass the height 50. 50 will be too much, or let's decrease this one. I don't think so, we need a size box here, so it is okay. Yeah. Now here I'm going to just pass the width 200. 200 is too much. 100 is also too much, I guess. I just need to increase the size up to 30.0, or and we can just pass up to 80, I guess. Yeah, it is okay. It is. Oh, I hope it is. And here what I'm going to use is a spacer. Yeah, so the spacer, as you know, that it will give the maximum space between any of the widgets. So the text widget and the row widget, so I passed a spacer between these two widgets, and it will simply tell to give the maximum space, and that's it will look good. Yeah, now here I'm going to just pass a border radius. So for the border radius, I'll write border radius dot only. From the top left, I'll just pass radius dot circular 30. And yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's look cool. Yeah, you can pass some more spacing, like it's according to your wish. Like if you want to do something like from here, you can pass this. If you want to pass cross axis spacing, you can also do that. I guess this structure looks good. Now here you can see that the thing got stuck over here, but I don't want something like this. So let me check how it will going to work. So margin edge insert dot only, from the right 20.0. yeah, it is working. Yeah, so you can just pass 10. Bottom pixel overloaded by 5 pixel. So what I'm going to do is that I'll just change from 10 to 10. Yeah, now it's look good. Now here it's okay. And yeah, so there is a problem with a space, so I can increase up to 0.6, will be too much, 6.5 or 6.8. Yeah, now it's look good. Now here I'm just need to pass a border radius to my like complete container. So for that I'll just need to pass a border radius. So for the border radius I'll just write border radius dot circular, let's pass up to 20. Yeah, so now it's look good, I guess. We can also provide the border radius from bottom right. So I'll write bottom right radius dot circular, let's pass 30. 30 will be too much. I hope we have passed 10 or 20. Yeah, so now it's look good, and now we can see all the food items related to the pizza. Now here what I'm going to do is that we need to create a same model for the burger. So for the model we will simply create a new file name which will be the burger model dot dart. Yeah, and again I'm going to copy this and will change the, because the name image price will be as it is. Yeah, so I'll just change it to the burger model. So I'll just write burger model, and here I'm going to just pass this thing. And now where we have passed this thing, I'll just create one more new file which will be the like burger data dot dart. Yeah, data dot dart. Yeah, so now in the pizza data dot dart you can copy or you can write a code again for the burger. Like let me speed up the code, and you can write a code with a music. Yeah, so let me do that. Yeah, so here you can see that I have created a get burger function, and I have done same thing that we had done for the pizza, and to add all the item in our burger list. Now we can call the burger again in the home page. So for that I just need to create a list, and here I will just write a burger model, and here I'm just going to write a burger and an empty list. Yeah, so this is the same process that we have done for the pizza. I'm just continuing that. Yeah, now here comes a main thing that I was talking about. Like for an example, if I'll switch to burger, then it going to show me all the food item related to the burger in the page. Same for the Chinese and the Mexican. Yeah. So now you can see that when I'm clicking to the any of the category of that food have not been changed in the home page, because we haven't executed anything regarding that till now. Yeah, so to change this case, what I'm going to do is that here first let me call the burger over here. So I'll write burger equals to get burger. Yeah, so this is how we can get this function. Now once we have done this thing, now for an example, if the track value is equals to 0, now you know that the track that we have added to simply keep the track like what all category that the user press from here. So for example, if the track value is 0, I mean that they have selected the first category, so it starts from 0 rather than 1. So it starts from 0, so 0 means they have selected pizza. Then we are going to show this like a pizza category. Now if the track value is equals to 1, is equals to, so for an example, yeah, it's okay. So if the track value is equals to 1, then what I'm going to do is that if track value is 1, then I need to copy this complete expanded widget, and we am going to simply paste it over here. And here, if the track value is 1, then I'm going to just show the burger. So for the burger, I just need to write burger, something like this, and here I just need to change the pizza to burger. Yeah, so burger, burger, and here also. Yeah, so these are the few changes that we need to do, and we need to do same for the Chinese and Mexican. You can do that. I'm not showing you Chinese and Mexican, otherwise the length of the video will be very long if I'll add all the thing one by one. I hope that you get an idea how to add a pizza and burger. You can do same process for the Chinese and Mexican. Like if the track value will be 2, then show the Chinese, if track, and the last case will be Mexican. So here I'll just write a container, something like this. Yeah, now here when I'll simply hot restart the app and let's test this case. So I click to the burger, and here you can see that the magic works, and this is what we can see that while clicking to the burger, it just take a few seconds to show me categories related to the burger. Yeah, so this is how you can see that the user can select any of the specific category for the food item they want to order. Yeah, so this look good. Yeah, and it is much clear and much unique to look. Yeah, now once we have made our complete home page, now here comes one main thing, which is adding a bottom navigation bar in our home page. Yeah, so for the bottom navigation bar, because I'm telling the bottom navigation bar is because in the bottom navigation bar there will be the home page, second will be the booking page, or you can say an order page where the user can see all the orders that they have done, and third will be the profile page to manage their complete profiles. These are the three important things that we need to add in our app. Yeah, so this, I hope it is much clear. Now if you want, I can add a wallet section also in this app. So let me think about it if we need to add a wallet or not, but let's add a wallet and make this app more interesting. So I'm thinking that let's add a fourth section in the bottom navigation bar, which will be the wallet. Yeah, so these are the four things that we need to add in the bottom navigation bar. Though I used to show the bottom navigation bar in my each of the series, but I don't show that complete code of bottom navigation bar because I've already made 10 to 12 on, I think so, 15 or 16 series on this channel, and each time I've used a bottom navigation bar. So showing that code again and again will not make any sense. Yeah, so I'll just need to write a code for the bottom navigation bar, and I'll explain you how the bottom navigation bar code I have written. Yeah, this is the bottom navigation, as you can see that we have created by using a curved navigation bar package. Now I'm saying the curve navigation bar package. So let's move to the perspec.ml file and let me show you what package I've added. So this is the package. You can see this is the curve navigation bar package. You can move to the perf dev website and copy this package, and you can simply paste that in the dependencies section. Now once you have done this thing, now let's move back here in the pages folder. Simply create a file name which is bottom name.dart. And in this bottom name.dart we have called all our page. So here you can see that first one is the home page. So home page, second we are going to show all the orders that the user will do, so order page, then there is a wallet page, so wallet page, and then a profile page. Yeah, and we have created one pages list, and in the pages list we have just assigned all the page like in which order we want to show. So here you can see that first one is the home page. So what order we will write on this pages list, that exact order we are going to get in the curve navigation bar. Yeah, I hope it is clear. Now here what I'm going to do is that, so here in the items you can see that I've written the icon which is the home icon, then a shopping bag icon, then a wallet icon, then a person icon. So these are the four icons that we have added in the items list because it is in a square bracket, so I'm telling a list. And here you can see that a current tab index. Now the current tab index is something, so here you can see that I have written int current tab index to 0. Now for an example, if I will tap to the wallet icon, now how the app will know that I have tapped to the wallet icon and I need to show the wallet page. So the current tab index will help us to keep the track like which all specific page or icon that have pressed from the bottom navigation bar and what page I need to show. Yeah, so this is the use of current tab index, and in the body, according to the pages list, we are going to show that the current tab index. Yeah, I mean the specific page that the user going to press for any of the icon over here. So this way the thing that we have done in our bottom nav. Now here we have made the complete home page, and here you can see that it looks good, and we have also made the landing page, or you can say onboarding page, in our app. So this is it from this video. On our next part, I will just add a detail page where the user can see the detail of that food item, and they can simply select the quantity of the food item they need to order. And we are also going to integrate a Stripe payment gateway. Now the Stripe payment gateway is because so that the user can simply pay through the Stripe and can book for the any of the food items they are looking for. Yeah, now if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, then what you are waiting for? Because so both of them are totally free. So show your support by hitting that like and subscribe button. I hope that you have hit that like and subscribe button till now and be the part of this awesome Flutter family. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.